So I'm in the shop now, and I'm going to go through a variety of tools that I use for coin hunting, relic hunting, cache hunting, general all-around detecting. This isn't for really big treasures where you're going to dig holes 5 feet deep or anything, but it is good for anything for about 2 foot down on up. So one of the lost items that we use all the time that hardly anybody gives away or anybody uses is a simple coin probe. I pointed this out before. There's a guy detecting with Grommy Lommy. You'll see him use his all the time. But if you get proficient with this pinpointer, and you're in a manicured lawn or a golf course or something, you don't want to make a lot of disturbance, you can pinpoint a coin and pop it out with a screwdriver or another tool I'm going to show you, or your shovel, and really be exact. And you can really feel whether it's a piece of tin or a soda can or something like that down to 2 or 3, 4 inches. So I really like these. Nothing's worse than getting a key date coin and you scratch it. You scratch a key date coin. Back in my day, it was a $20, $30 mistake. Now it could be several $100 mistakes. You chop away with one of these shovels and you whack a gold ring. You bust the fitting. Now you can't sell the ring except for scrap gold. Or you knock the stone out, or you put a huge scratch. Before you could sell that to somebody for way over. Same with a gold coin. You put a scratch on it big, you just have no numismatic value. So, really learn how to pinpoint. The odds are you're not going to find something worth a ton of money, but, I'd hate to see you find a key date coin or a gold coin and just ruin the numismatic or the collector's value to it. Or worse yet, have a nice ring or a necklace that you chopped in half, and now instead of selling it for 800 bucks, you got to sell it for scrap gold prices. So getting past this, most of the detectors, when you buy one, they usually have kits and they come with shovels, something similar to this. Now if you look at these, they're both curved or bent in the back to add strength. They're stainless steel. The only difference is the length. I think one of these came from Garrett's, one came from White as a promotion, I don't remember, years ago. The point's a little different. This one's a little sharper, a little broader point. This is really pointy. So if I'm in sand or something, I like this. If I'm in little pebbly rocks or little rocks like a beach, I like this because I can get in. You can see where I bent it. I got to bend that back out. So they have their purposes. The next step up, which a lot of people are familiar with and probably costs twice as much as those, is something like this. It's a strong shovel, has a good foam handle to it. It has a serrated edge. I know everybody thinks, oh, Rambo, I'll just cut through roots and do whatever. It's not that sharp. Yeah, these are kind of sharp for small roots or whatnot, but, the purpose of this, that'll kind of rip roots, but it does make it easy to cut a plug out, but it's not for big, huge roots. If you have bigger roots, the cheapest thing you can do is go to Mama's Garden Supplies or yours and just steal one of these out of the bucket. And I carry this in my bag, and these cut really good-sized roots. I tell you, there's no use in just fighting roots in a hole. I've seen guys hack away at roots for 10, 15 minutes, and it's like, really, dude, just grab one of these. You'll be in and out of that hole in seconds. So the next steps up is now people are carrying actual shovels, but before I get into that, this is a nice shovel. It's not really a shovel. I call it a coin picker, but if you look at this head, to give you about what the size looks like, this shovel is about 40 inches tall, so it comes up pretty high. I don't have to bend over. So if I'm using my coin probe and I don't want to get down on my knees, if I'm in a manicured lawn or even a playground where there's little pebble or, sand that's only a couple inches deep, or a golf course or something like that, and I really don't want to disturb the ground big, I'll use, this to try to cut a little plug out, or I'll probe it, and use this or something. But I usually, if I don't want to bend over, I just want to take this because it's 40 inches. Then, of course, going up from here, you have shovels that a lot of people use. You'll see on YouTube, like this one in the middle. Right now, this is the standard shovel that a lot of people use, except for they'll use the ones with the T, what do you call it, the T handle on it. I prefer the knobs on the end. But this was originally 31 inches long, and I cut a piece right here, and then I spliced in a 10 or 11 inch piece to make it 40 inches tall like this other one. And then I grounded down the welds, and now I'm painting it so it'll be all black when it's done. But like this one, this is real light and about a ½ inch metal, so it's real light. That one started off about 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds. I added that 10 inch piece, and now it's about 3.5 pounds. but still it's 40 inches long. I can cut a hole, this big, pretty deep, for most coin shooting and things like that, and even some relic hunting, and not have to get really way down in there, and bend over and stuff. I can cut that plug, pop it out with my foot in the shovel, and then get down on one knee with my pinpointer and find the coin. So I highly recommend extending your shaft. I don't know why. I think back in the old days it was a real no-no to take a shovel into a park, or a yard or something, and that's how we were brought up to do it. And I think all the companies made, these short shovels so you wouldn't be so intrusive, or people wouldn't notice you as much. But I carry this, I can carry that right on my side with a clip or something, or I can, just like that, and it doesn't hit the ground, or I can just drag it, behind me like I do with my sand scoop. So it's not really intrusive, but it's a nice shovel to have. So, the differences in these shovels so far is hand shovel versus not bending over. And then of course you got this, which is what a lot of people are now using. You can see that I got my nice little harness there. Isn't that nice? That little piece of string there, so I can put it over my shoulder and carry it around my back, kind of like a sling. So like that. And that way it's out of my way when I'm metal detecting. But what's good about this one is most people use these. Some of them are really pointy on the ends. Some will have serrated edges. I use this for cache hunting. A lot of people are using this for coin shooting, but whatever. But relic hunting, cache hunting, you can dig a pretty good sized hole, 2 or 3 foot with this, chop through the roots. I like the bottom like this. It's rounded to make the hole kind of flat so I can measure how far things are when I'm done. Other people like points. It really depends what you're digging in. But that's more expensive. It's a T-handle, all metal. So to wrap all this up, basically you're going from, giveaways like this, or inexpensive tools like this for, $8, $10, $15, whatever, or free with a giveaway, to more expensive hand tools like this at $40, which, yeah, they're a little bit better and a little bit more comfortable, but, are they $40 better? I don't know. Then you're going to start off with things like this, the stand-up models at around $45, to that middle shovel, which is about, I think, starting off $60 to $80, depending on the model you get, to the end shovel, which is $80 to $110, depending what model you get. So, you don't need to get carried away with a lot of money with shovels. You don't need this many. I mean, this is over years that I've gotten these. Basically, a probe, and one of these shovels and a screwdriver will get you coin hunting and doing a lot of good metal detecting, and then you'll just advance up from there as you're looking for bigger targets or getting into areas that are a little tougher to dig in. Once you get past this point and you're doing serious, digging. I mean, I've seen guys with crowbars. I've seen guys with Johnson bars, which are big, long metal bars with a point that they're real heavy, that you would pry rocks apart with. I mean, I've seen guys dig up, suspected treasures with backhoes, excavators, you name it. I mean, you can get carried away if you want to. Let's just keep it simple. Simple hand tools. If you're going to go into all that problem to dig something past 2 foot, it better be a pretty good cache, and hopefully you really did your research, or you're going to be wasting a lot of time or money. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really hope you enjoy them. If you have a comment or a question, leave it in the comments section below. I'll be glad to answer it as soon as I can, or maybe one of my subs will. But remember, please hit that subscribe button that's going to pop up, and YouTube is going to put more videos for you to watch over here. So enjoy yourself, grab the popcorn, and just remember, we really appreciate you being part of our family and subscribing to our channel. All the support you give us has been wonderful. So have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.